Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron, I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. This is a new Bible by Thomas Nelson. Over the years, many people have done single column reference Bibles. And so this is their attempt. One thing a single column reference Bible does is it kind of gives you where you can still have versination, find things by verses, but at the same time, it lets you have kind of a paragraph style, the way most of the Bible was originally written in paragraph form. It's only 43,000 references. I just reviewed a King James with the Apocrypha Nelson with 73,000 references, and this is a top, pull-up top. It doesn't come from the side, which I kind of prefer the top down because it's easier for me to get in there. Sometimes the side, if I'm trying to protect the gilt edging. Now I will say this one came rather defective, but now at the same time I think I may have purchased it from a Christian book distributor as a defective because that's how I save money, because it's still, the quality of the Bible's still perfect and the inside's still perfect, and so if I carry it around much at all, I'm going to get it scratched up anyhow. So I really don't care if I can save $5 to get a blemished Bible, I'll certainly do that. It does not have Bible bands, but extraordinarily elegant stitching around, embossing around, and the Holy Bible on the front around as well. I was reviewing a Geno Jennings Bible recently. He made a good point about it's not called necessarily the Holy Bible, it's Holy Scriptures. He calls his the Holy Scriptures, which I can understand. Has a brown headband, tailband, brown and red ribbon markers. Nelson's been hitting the ribbon markers perfect. These are not as long as many of them, maybe 3 inches. They are diagonal cut. I do like the fact they're multicolored, but man, look at this print. This is this reminds me of their old handy size giant print. When I worked at Berean, we would sell the imitation leather giant prints for $14.97 all day long. Every so often they'd run a $10.97 sale, and that was the bad imitation leather, and they had a little window pane on there, but I'm sure many millions, if not tens of millions, were sold. I think it was Nelson recently had a Bible in 1 year. It's the one you find at Family Dollar and Walmart, that they sold over 10 million copies in a year. There's over 21 million Bibles sold every year in America. It's always the perennial bestseller. Why they don't let it on bestseller list? Because it would always dominate the bestseller list. Nothing comes close. But incredible, like 10.5 pointish print, single column reference. It does not have top headers. It does have in-text headers. Now, they're more computerized to me. They're not real dark to me. So that's neither here nor there. It's like a 5 out of a 10. It's like, it's just not a 10. A lot of room to write the top, sides, some at the bottom, but the references are at the bottom, so it's a bottom reference. We're going to see if it has introductions for each book, and then we're going to let you see how it lays flat. It does not have introductions for each book. I really do wish they would make their front pages a little more elegant. I know for the price that's nitpicking, but to me it would maybe only add $1 or $2 to the price, and it would make it just incredible. But it's a price point Bible. KJV in diverse reference Bible. It does have the epistle dedicatory, and it calls it in diverse reference. It does have references at the end, but I guess overage they put at the bottom. Now, personally, I love in diverse references. I think one of the reasons for great revivals in the 1970s, 80s, and early 90s was because people could read their Bible, let's say their King James Bible, end-of-verse references and archaic words defined at the end of the verse. Because let's face it, most people, I talk to people who are Bible scholars, and they tell me they don't use the center column reference in their Bible. And so most people, and I know computers are ubiquitous now and stuff, but this one only has, again, 43,000 references. But the red lettering is nice, the print is nice, the size is extraordinarily nice, and just very limited ghosting. The concordance is in large print, not giant print. This isn't a giant print Bible, but large print. So the single column reference, again, it kind of gives you the perfect marriage of a paragraphed Bible with a versinated Bible. We could debate some particulars there, but that's just it in layman's terms and simplistic terms. Let's see what else it's got back here. It is red letter in Revelation. There's the concordance. Very extensive concordance. A lot of their stuff had a lot of influence by Pentecostals in the 60s and 70s because of Nelson's purchasing the Imperial and Royal, and those had some very heavy Pentecostal influence. Like I just noticed some on here, but Holman's been having some amazingly Pentecostal influences that I wondered if it didn't come through James D.G. Dunn. But like here's hair, like man have long hair, 1 Corinthians 11:14, not with braided hair, 1 Timothy 2:19, plaiting of hair. So stuff like that, pretty amazing. And then it just has their basic map system, one spine stabilization page. The pink here, that's not real good, but this is an amazing Bible for the price. You can see, it's flexible, imitation leather cover, lay flat binding. Even though it's a little thick, it's not really laying flat now, is it? But yeah, in Leviticus, it's laying flat. And I was going to show you, this is my Schuyler Traveris. And Schuyler Traveris is a good thin line Bible. To me, it's not like an ultra thin, it's not a Holman ultra thin, anything, but it's a thinner Bible. And you can see that this is actually somewhat smaller, a tad thicker than the Schuyler Traveris. But the thing is, you can buy, 8 or 10 of these or something, that you can buy one Schuyler Traveris. So this is a personal size, depending on leather options and all this. Large print single column reference Bible. Just know that when it's like a leather soft cover or something, that they're lasting almost as long, Smithsonian, as leather now. So unless you're just a Bible snob with a lot of money to waste, which I do not have, go with these. Great to pass out, graduations, gifts. We have started, instead of sending flowers to a lot of funerals, we buy these wonderful high quality McLarens, Sovereigns, large print, and pass them out to each member of the family, one per household. And it's something they can remember the person by, instead of just flowers, and then they don't know what to do with the flowers. What do you do with the flowers at the funeral, and who gets them, and then they die, and then it's all over plant, and we just say, use the Bible or keep it as a memorial, but think about your loved one when you do. And just great. The gilt edging is just super. No train tracks, done just right. I wonder where they printed this guy at. That's what I want to know. Printed in India. So I knew they had problems with China during COVID. So, man, India's printing Bibles unbelievable. God bless you. We love you. Fall in love with God's holy word. Read it. Best time in human history. Check it out for Bibles by far. See you later. Bye-bye.